So Jai Guru everybody. Again, we have Dr. Urvija Hamilpulkar ji. Dr. Urvija ji is a BAMS graduate and a postgraduate. She's a specialist. She's a specialist with women's healthcare. I don't know the technical name in Sanskrit, so she will be the better person to tell the technical name when she is on. But I would say that I know Urvija, Dr. Urvija now from when she had this dream that, oh, maybe I'll become a doctor someday, when she was in 5th, 6th standard. And then now she's all specialized. So it's really heartwarming to see how her passion, commitment, and dedication towards Gurudev, towards the field of medicine and helping people, that dream, the desire. Her father, Gyanchand ji, was a very dear friend. So how he inspired, how her parents inspired her, and what transcended into a reality is really a story. It's a dream story. Yeah. So we are very happy that she graciously agreed in spite of her busy schedule. In the evening, especially, it's a very busy schedule for a doctor. Yeah. I'm sure Dr. Madhuri ji, who's also a doctor, understands how it goes. Yeah. So we are very happy to understand some little bit about Ayurveda. So Didi, you can explain us about three doshas, which is a general question which we have got. After you take up, we will ask you certain more questions which are coming from the audiences, and then we'll take it forward accordingly. Over to you, Urvija Didi.
Hi, Jai Gurudev, everyone. Am I clear?
Yes, audio is very clear.
Okay, 1 second. Hello. Can we just continue? Yes. Okay. So I'm very happy that Arundhaya is giving me this opportunity to spread Ayurveda, virtually, especially, so that everyone gets to know about what it is and from the baseline. So let us start with splitting up this word called Ayurveda, right? So Ayurveda, we usually think that it is an alternative medicine or something when, something like MBBS doctors do. So it is a little different. I'm not comparing, but because our understanding is more towards these general doctors, I just want to give you an understanding of what we do. So Ayuhu is life. Veda is the study, the knowledge. So it is about your knowledge about life. That is what Ayurveda explains. So it is not just when you are sick that you have to visit us, or when you are ill, when you're not feeling this is not right with my body, you come to us. But it is about how your life has to be led in order to stay healthy as well. So how do you stay healthy? I read few questions that were asking what is dinacharya, what is vata pitta kapha. So I'm very happy that people are at least getting acquainted with these words, so that I don't have to make you understand that there are certain words like this in Ayurveda, right? So I'll jump onto it. What is it is that according to Ayurveda, your body is made of these three constitutions called vata, pitta, and kapha. So all of us have all these three in a varied percentage, and that is how our prakriti is decided. Once you're towards when you were taking birth, the sperm and the ovum that has come in together for fertilization, the prakritis which were dominant at that time come together to make your lifetime prakriti, that is your lifetime constitution. So why is it important to know what is your prakriti is? That in order to stay healthy, you'll have to stay in that balanced prakriti, right? For example, if somebody has 90% of pitta and 60% of vata and 20% of kapha, okay, so that person's prakriti is going to be pitta vata prakriti, and you'll always have to make sure that these two are majorly balanced in your body in order to be in your prakriti. So when you were taking birth, pitta and vata were in a higher state, but when you are not going according to your body's constitution, eating something irregular, when kapha is coming up due to seasonal changes and everything, So that is basically your lifestyle is not in a proper sector. That is when your Vikriti forms. Vikriti is something that is not in nature, something which is not correct. So that is when your body starts feeling sick. Your body starts feeling that this is not something we are used to. Your body cells start telling that to us. So that is how you understand what is Vikriti and what is Prakriti. So based on these things, we doctors check in different modalities on how your Prakriti is supposed to be, and we try to get back you to that Prakriti. Now, following this Dinacharya, Ratricharya, and other Ritucharya. Ritucharya is seasonal constitutions that you should follow, right? Arundhaya, you're not audible. Okay, sorry. So you have to follow these things during the season or during the daytime or during the nighttime in order to keep yourself in a balanced state. It is not very strict to follow, just that our lifestyle has changed so much because of the, you know, because of, in order to ease our lifestyle, we have actually gotten ourselves demoted, is what I feel. Now, based on exercises, etc., we just feel that it is a it is not a part of it anymore. We have to schedule it. It is not supposed to be like that, right? It is supposed to be a part of our dinacharya. So this is what basic Ayurveda is. So you should know about it is the knowledge of your life, how you should lead it, and keep this Vata Pitta Kapha according to your body constitution in balance. Now, how do you know what Prakriti are you? Is you once have to get your Nadi Pariksha done in order to understand. But otherwise, also, if you are too active, if you're restless, if your body constitution is towards thinner side, it is Vata. Pitta is medium body constitution, and you're able to make decisions faster, but you're not able to stay on the decision. That is Pitta side. Kapha is takes long time for everything, towards a little sleepy side, towards a little lazy side, is Kapha kind of body constitution. No body constitution is good or bad. Every body constitution, according to yourself, is going to be good for you. So that is why we say in Ayurveda, everything is tailor made. Like we do not give Dolo or paracetamol for every kind of fever in Ayurveda. Everything we do is tailor made according to your body's Vata, Pitta, or Kapha's state during that time. So that is why we say once you come meet us, we understand your body, what is happening in your body, what is in the Prakrita state, what is in a Vikrita state, and then give the medicines accordingly, or medicine or the therapies or panchakarmas that can be followed. Yes, and in order to stay towards a healthy state, that is what we are talking about, right? To stay healthy so that we do not get any diseases, or basically to increase immunity in modern terms. So that is, you have to take seasonal therapies. That is, in Ayurveda we give an example, like you keep a clean water pot for a long time, still you find a layer of dust over it, right? The water is clean, the pot is clean, but you keep it just like that, then you find a layer, right? In order to clean that layer, you need a washout. So that is what a seasonal therapy does to your body, is an example, right? So you want to ask something, we can take up the questions, or you want to know something more in detail, I can just talk about it.
Didi, there are some questions. I will ask those questions and you can answer them. So they want to understand what is Pitta, what is Vata, what is Kapha in little detail, instead of generic thing. And
Yes.
and how do we know that what is my nature, what is my Prakriti?
Yeah, that is what Vata, Pitta, Kapha are three basic modalities that describe describe your body type, your mind type, and everything that is according. That is in your in detail basically. So, like I've given you few examples. For example, thinner side of the body is towards Vata. Medium-sized body is Pitta. Heavier side is Kapha. That is their natural body type. Mind, which is a flickering mind, is towards Vata. a little quick on decision mind is pitta. The decisions which are firm but take a longer time to decide is kapha. So in this type, we have a lot of things that come under this, which is a little difficult to tell you on a session like this. You can actually have a nadi pariksha done from your closest place, and then they'll explain you in detail. So from your all the systems, how do they work and everything, your prakriti decides that. Your digestion type, like if it is you feel hunger at different timelines, that is sometimes you feel hungry at 1 o'clock, sometimes till 4 also you're not hungry, that is again vata type. If pitta type is before 3 hours, like I've just had breakfast and within an hour I'm again hungry, that is pitta type of hunger. Then kapha takes longer time to digest food. Again, you need to understand that this is your prakriti, that is if you are in that particular prakriti this is happening, or there is something else that is coming in between and causing the vikriti in your body and it is happening. So for that you need to meet a doctor, and that is not very easy to explain in uh, detail in general. Basically,
So Didi,
person in one-to-one session we can do it.
yeah. Didi, so the consultation can also be done online, or it has to be in person only?
Yes, online consultation can be done, but it would not be nadi pariksha. We can just meet, talk about, take general history, and then decide. I mean, I'll just tell them their prakriti, and they can undergo the particular cleansing process.
So there is a question from a participant, Prashantji. As per Ayurveda, is it important to drink 2-3 liters of water every day, or drink water only when you are thirsty? What is the right thing?
Drink water only when you're thirsty. But what is happening nowadays is you're not understanding when you are thirsty. For example, you're in a meeting, you're thirsty, but something important is coming up for you, according to you. Important for us as doctors is to drink water when you're thirsty. But for you, it would be that meeting at that time. So you forget. So that 1 hour is gone. So that is why we just tell that at least 2 to 3 liters of water in order to keep your what do you say, the target easier. But otherwise, definitely to drink when you're thirsty is correct. You understand when you're thirsty, do not postpone drinking water.
There is a question in the chat box. My parents are about 65 years of age and they are a little overweight. And how can they be more energetic and not feel lazy and eat less? So many things in one.
Can I get a can I talk to them personally? Because I need to understand if there is anything else that is causing that obesity, or we can do a general, obesity cut down process on them. Because they are 60 plus, I need to know a little more in detail.
Great. We will, at the end of the session, we'll provide details of Dr. Urvija ji. You can schedule an appointment with her and then we can take it up there. Great. There's another question, Didi, here. What for instant energy, is there any specific food described by Ayurveda?
There is cut down of food to have instant energy, because you will be giving your digestive system rest, and it is going to be really helpful for you to see what happens. There is a you must have noticed after lunch you feel sleepy. You've noticed that? So why do you feel that? Because the blood supply that is towards your brain goes to your digestive system, to your stomach, to your intestine during that time. So it is concentration there. So when you eat lighter food, that concentration is for lesser time, and then it comes back to your mind and body, general body, right? And that is why eat lighter food when you feel less energetic. Eat khichdi, eat upma, eat easily digested food. Avoid things with a lot of masala, or avoid fermented food. Okay? Eat something which is just made, like hot served. Add a little ghee.
So for ghee, would you suggest Shri Tattva's pure ghee, or is it specific ghee?
Yes.
Okay.
Shri Tattva pure ghee is done, or if you want to use something else also, A2 milk ghee is the best one.
There is another
Shri
question.
Tattva does that.
Can sarcoidosis patient do Jal Niti? I don't know the full proper name.
Can I get that word in the message? I'm not.
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat. We'll go on to the next question.
Yes.
What is the natural way to reduce hypothyroidism and high BP?
See, these are lifestyle disorders, so you need to follow a particular kind of lifestyle that is going to be your exercise modalities, your throughout the day what you do plus the diet. So these two things are going to be really important because your hormones have already flickered there in the thyroid, right? And BP, your circulation is already flickered there. So that is my in detail. You'll be able to understand better when we talk personally. Otherwise, the general things like avoid the goitrogenic food, avoid salt, and this dinacharya has to be particularly followed so that the blood circulation is normal, and our body works according to the sun. So let it work like that instead of just disturbing it. I'm telling you, just follow the simple day-to-day routine and be consistent about it. Your body will be really, really happy.
Okay. Did you have posted the name of the disease? And the question here is,
Sarcoidosis.
yeah, sarcoidosis, and if they can do Jalniti.
They can do, but see, during Jalniti, you have to be very careful on your GIT again. That is your digestive tract, right? It should be for that one day, you'll have to be very, very particular in following khichdi diet and etc.
Okay. Yeah.
You can still follow, you can do it. I know it's a lung immunity disorder. You can still do it because it cleanses. But again, if it is too much on your body, do not overdo it. Remember that. Do not overdo it. Just do it how much ever you can.
So, Didi, if there is
Listen to
somebody,
your body, basically. Sorry.
There is another question here. If somebody had a cyst in an ovary, what kind of a diet plan should they follow?
Diet plan is going to be pitta reducing diet. That is not fermented food, excessive masala, salty or sour food should be avoided. Okay. This is in general, but cyst again, is it only water filled or what filled? We can just check once.
Okay.
In particular, cysts are this pitta form, so you have to avoid that kind of food.
Okay. There is another question in the chat box: how to increase bone strength?
Bone strength. You have to eat good amount of, eat in on time, and depending on your age, we can supplement you with Ayurveda medicines of calcium. And towards menopause, you need to understand when ladies are coming into talk, this thing happens that because our hormones are always up and down, so calcium comes down naturally. That is why we say we cannot lift heavier like men. We are not alike, right? That is one reason. So you need to be very careful with what you eat during your period and everything so that the absorption is better. When you are loading too much under the name of craving during this time, that is not correct. You need to be very light during your periods. And that is how I think you can manage your throughout the month if you can manage this period time. For ladies, men, yes, you can take calcium rich food. You can take a good amount of food when you're hungry, and understand your GIT, understand your digestive fire. So once you do that, your absorption automatically becomes better, not just calcium, but other nutrients as well. We have
Uh,
Ospo C. You can take 1 tablet a day in general.
can you
For
post a
both.
medicine name, what you suggested in general on the chat box?
Yeah, 1 second. Ospo C, Shri Shri medicine, 1 tablet a day.
So there is another question about diet. I skip rice and roti from last 2 months. I eat boiled vegetable soup, juice, dalia. Some cheat meals are included, of course. I feel light, but I'm afraid of weakness in future. So what does Ayurveda suggest, or what is the view of Ayurveda here?
Wheat and rice can be taken daily. Wheat can be skipped. It's okay according to your, again, GIT level. Rice is a daily food. You can take it. If you need to understand where you are from. If that is your staple food, do not avoid it at any cost, because you've taken birth there. Your body understands to digest that kind of food. So do not skip. If you're a South Indian, especially, rice is like a staple food here. So do not avoid that kind of food, right? So make sure that you are not avoiding anything at a complete level. If you're not able to digest, take a little amount. For example, a lot of people are lactose intolerant, but if you start taking a very little less quantity of diluted milk, you'll soon be able to tolerate lactose also. So similarly for other food as well, if you're not taking, if there is a particular reason you're not taking, you can share that, then we can discuss about it. Or in general, I would not suggest you to avoid the Indian food. That is our main food, right? Take it in a particular quantity. Keep that quantity if you're looking towards weight loss. Only do not overeat it, but you can eat it in a certain quantity, definitely.
The question OSPO C, what you suggested, how long should it be consumed is a question again here.
You can take it for 3 months, then wait for a month, and then maybe get a consultation done. And then you can take it again. It's a basic like multivitamin. This is a calcium supplement, natural calcium supplement, and absorption is much better in this.
There are a lot of questions about hair fall. So right from 13 years to senior people, females in of them are all of them are facing here. So yeah, some
Hair
guidelines.
fall.
Yes, hair fall. And I know that you are an expert in hair fall.
Yes, you need to. Hair fall, you need to know what kind of scalp you have first, and then according to the reason. First thing, hair fall is not just the hair that is in problem. If you are anemic, if the nutrients are not passing to the hair, if your nails are also brittle, right? These are all the dead cells that grow from our body, right? The hair, the nails. If the nails are also brittle, the hair is falling, that means your body is not absorbing and sending to there. It is like a supplement that, sorry, it is like a substitute. Hair and nails are like substitute. So your body thinks, if this is not enough for the body, I'll not give it to these things. So that means you're not able to absorb better or provide good quantity nutrients to your body. So first, cleanse yourself internally well, so that the absorption increases. Give quality food, so that your body is satisfied with what you're getting, and then we can treat it locally also simultaneously. If
So
it is oily scalp, don't oil. Few tips like this: you can start using methi paste, aloe vera. You can use oil only for 20 minutes. not more than that. If you are having severe hair fall, not more than 20 minutes. And from your neck to head, always normal temperature water, not very cold, not very warm. So this is going to reduce your hair fall to a tremendous level. Make sure that even if you're taking warm water bath for your entire body, but your face, from your neck to your face and head, it should be normal temperature water always, in any weather.
Question here. Regarding the same hair fall question, Didi here, you said internally cleanse your system first. So when you say internally
Yes.
cleanse your system, it means are you talking about Virechana, Vamana, or are you talking about Shankha Prakshal?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
So these are to be done under the guidance of a
Yes.
or
So
are
these are panchakarmas. It is like cleansing the body, right? So once you cleanse the body, the toxins that have been collected in your body wash out, and then whatever food that you're taking is going to absorb better, which is indirectly going to, like I've explained before. So this will not become a substitute, the hair and nails. That will also get enough nutrients.
Okay, great. Thank you, Didi, on this insight. And what's the remedy for dry cough which occurs due to season change? And our Abhaji has been facing this challenge for about 10 days now. Her voice is gone and home remedies are not working for her. So what can she do?
Start taking Tulsi Arka for starters. Tulsi Arka we have in a droplet form. Put it in your water, around 6 droplets, and then you can have that water. And let me know if there is any change, or else just consult once.
Okay, Didi, there is one more question.
Avoid curd at night.
You're saying avoid curd at night. Okay.
Everybody.
Everybody in general.
Yes.
But did you know once
Curd after 6 p.m. Sorry?
On the lighter note, once Gurudev Shri Ravi Shankar ji was asked while he was having curd rice in the night that Gurudev, as per Ayurveda, you should not have curd in the evenings. And Gurudev started finishing the whole curd rice even faster. And then he said, this is not applicable to South Indians. And he gave a smile. So what do you say?
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because curd in South India, how we usually have is, we have a meals plate and then there is a bowl of curd, right? Which is plain curd. But when you are putting a tadka or adding something to the curd, like raita or liquefied curd, everything, this is little easier on digestion. But when you have this bowl of curd, thick curd, yogurt form, I mean, it is like hung curd. Some people have just the hung curd. It is not very easy on digestion, and towards the evening till the night, your metabolism is lower. You are going to basically load your digestive system during that time. So yeah, South Indians, it's not applicable because they are used to it, but it is, yeah, that is there. But because of the cough and weather change, definitely avoid during this time at least. Or add something. Add tadka, basically. Add tadka, jeera, rye, and you can add methi also.
Are you saying the last one is what? Ghee. Niti is what?
Methi.
Methi.
Coriander seed.
Yeah. So there is another question here. I'll read the question in the WhatsApp and then we'll take up the questions on the chat. What is an ideal diet for people who are having PCOD?
PCOD depends on what kind of body type you have. If you are towards the lean side or towards the obese side. Towards the obese side is very common. So I'll let you know about what you should have during. Avoid milk and its products. You can take cow's milk a little bit, but Otherwise, avoid paneer, avoid curd, avoid, you can take ghee when the food is hot. That's it. So things that are going to, things which contain fat in it are supposed to be avoid, and make sure you are practicing yoga that concentrate on your mid body, that is abdominal fat should not increase. So what happens in PCOD is the body starts taking this abdominal fat and starts converting it into the hormones, that is the male hormone in the body. That is why you start having facial hair, you start having, thicker skin, all these things start happening in the body. So make sure that abdominal fat is avoided. Start practicing yoga concentrating on your mid body, and avoid fat food.
Yeah, so I'd like to inform all the participants here that the yoga what we practice morning and evening has postures which focus on your core. So this is going to help us a lot. So that information is very vital for us. Yeah. So there is another question here, Didi. Please give suggestions about food habits. People say non-veg is not good. People say without non-veg we can't live. So what is good? Should we have non-veg or should we not have non-veg, or should we just stick to vegetarian food? Or can we just take occasionally when you go for parties some non-veg is okay?
So do you again we come back to the same thing, that you understand your digestive fire. If you think that it is very good to digest anything that I put in, then yes, you can eat. Otherwise, no, because it takes nearly 72 hours to digest, and because of that you're going to be lethargic. If you can afford being lethargic for the next few days, if you can afford being lazy, not in a mood to work at all these things, then yes, you can definitely have non-veg. Otherwise, no. If you are a meditator, you cannot meditate with a lazy mind. You cannot meditate with so much concentration of blood on towards your digestive system only, right? But there is nothing in Ayurveda, if you talk, to completely avoid it. See, a lot of things depend on your digestive fire again. Like I've said, if you can digest, yes, you can have, or cook it very well.
Great. That's a very simple, straightforward answer for all the people who love meat. uh, but spiritually, I think nobody will agree, or you will also agree that it's not a good idea to, have non-veg if you want to grow spiritually, isn't it?
That is what I said. If they can, yes, if they can afford being lethargic, if they can afford being lazy towards the day, lazy towards next few days, that week, yes, they can have it. That is what I want to suggest.
So there is a connecting question here. How can we improve metabolism with home remedies?
Have adrak, add adrak tadka, garlic tadka in your food. It is going to help your lower body, the intestines to clear. And you can have liver tonics after your doctor suggests it. And at home remedies, you can start having jeera water. You can start having methi water. All these things help your body to cleanse. So once you start cleansing, your digestive fire starts igniting.
Okay. And as a doctor, what is your dinacharya and ritucharya so that we can follow daily?
So once I wake up, I make sure I am doing some yoga, which is important because once we are sleeping, we are just too lethargic, right? So we start with some exercise. I start with some exercise. I do some yoga, basic yoga, like Surya Namaskaras, and then start with my routine. That is, eat breakfast. I make sure that I'm eating during my correct timings. Like I eat my breakfast before 9. I eat my lunch at 1 sharp. I eat my dinner by 7:30. So this helps me to keep my metabolism correct. And I avoid what is not good for my body because I understand my body. Similar things should happen to you. Like I know that eating this particular thing. Like for example, if I eat rajma today, tomorrow my breakfast is not going to be very heavy because I know it was a load on my body. So like that, you should understand your own tailor made, and you are your own tailor. Okay, I do that. And then Ratri Charya, I sleep by nearly 9:30 to 10 brief. Before that, I am in conversation with family. I make sure that I spend some time with my family, and then I watch something and sleep, or I just sleep and then again routine. Sundays and Saturdays, that is when I get my personal time. I make sure that I'm doing something for just myself. Like Monday to Friday, I'm just working and seeing patients, right? So this is also very important to keep my mind very sane, towards calmer side. So I like dancing. So I am planning to go to dance classes. Right now I'm doing it at home. Saturdays and Sundays I do that and meet friends. So this is why am I telling you this personal thing is because we concentrate so much towards body and be strict towards it that we are loading our mind with a lot of things. So that should not happen as well. Keep your body. This should be your routine and very effortless. So that is why just loosen it up when you can. Or do things that you like. Give yourself some time. That will decrease half of your issues. Your body and mind are always connected. Stronger mind, stronger body.
Yes. Thank you so much for that personal share, Vivi. There is also a question here. How much time gap should be there for exercise, after exercise, for food, before exercise and after exercise?
For food,
Yes, for food.
exercise and food gap.
Yes, yes, yes.
You can yes, before exercise I missed out that you need to use some kind of oil, basically til oil, to massage your body and then follow the exercise. That is when you wake up, brush your teeth, cleanse. The overall oral cleansing is done, your body cleansing is done, that is your washroom part, and then oil your body and then do the exercise, and then you can take bath and then breakfast. So basically, we take bath in between because bathing is known to ignite your digestive fire.
Okay, so you're suggesting that
You can,
the dinacharya should be that all the people who come for the yoga classes here, they apply some oil on their body and then they do the yoga asanas.
yes, yes. It will help in mobility of the joints much better. So if they're having locked joints somewhere, like locked shoulder, frozen shoulder, everything, it will help them release very slowly, easily. So it is going to grease the body.
And it could be any oil, or is there any specific oil for that?
Till oil in general. Then again, if you're looking for something out of it, then we can suggest on when we have a personal chat or anything. Otherwise, Shirabala oil or till oil.
Til oil or shirabara oil. Mustard oil or shirabara oil is good
Yes.
in general, but if you are
Yes.
looking into
Not mustard, it is sesame oil. Till.
sesame oil, correct. In general,
Yes.
it is good. Okay. And then but a lot of times people say that you should not take a shower after immediately you have done yoga. But because you have applied oil,
Yeah.
saying that we should be able to
But
take it.
No, why do we tell is before there was no concept of warm water bath or cold water bath. It was normal temperature bath, right? So when you are doing yoga, you are heating up your body, you're warming up, and then towards the heat, your circulation has increased the temperature in your body. So we need to cool it down. I believe when you go to yoga class, you are even doing yoga nidra or cooling down the body before leaving, right? So that
Yes.
is when you can go and do the that is very important so that you come back to the normal temperature and your circulation is again calmed down. That is immediately we do not tell them to go because of the temperature change. Now, once you have cooled down, yes, you can go and take bath. Not an issue. It is, and the oil will also wash out. And even if a little oil is left on your body, it's okay.
Okay. The other extension question is olive oil. Is it also good to apply on the body?
It is good, but it is more better if you use olive oil in winters. Olive oil and mustard oil in winters is very good. Yeah.
And the till oil or sesame oil is summers.
You can use it now.
Okay.
If your body is towards sweating side, if you're heated up body, if you're that is pitta prakriti, you can use coconut oil.
Great. Didi, I would like to open this forum to a few more questions. A few people want to ask a question directly. Maybe we'll take another few questions if you're okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay, great. So Jai Gurudev, if you have any questions which you want to ask Didi directly, feel free to raise your hand and ask a question. Yeah, yes, Ravi Shankar ji, you can unmute yourself and ask the question.
हेलो दीदी, नमस्कार, जय गुरुदेव।
नमस्ते।
मेरा एक छोटा सा सवाल था। मैंने जो मेल बॉल्डनेस का इशू था उसके रिगार्डिंग टाइप भी किया था टेक्स्ट में, उसी से रिलेटेड है। बेसिकली मेरा वेट जो है वो कांस्टेंट मतलब सिमिलर रहता है हमेशा 55 60 60 60 55 के बीच में, ज़्यादा अप एंड डाउन्स नहीं आते। बट पिछले 4-5 सालों से ना ये देखने को मेरे को आ रहा है कि बेसिकली एक पैच है जो मेरे हेड पे क्रिएट होता जा रहा है और लगातार जो है हेयर लॉस उसकी वजह से बनता जा रहा है। उसके रिगार्डिंग थोड़ा सा आपसे जानना था कि डाइट को कैसे सुधारूं या फिर कौन सी रेमेडीज है जो मैं लगाऊं एज लाइक एन व्हाइल बेथिंग और उससे पहले कोई प्रैक्टिस ऐसी।
हमको ना ये मिथ रहता है कि ऑयल करने से हेयर ग्रोथ बेटर होता है, लेकिन ऑयल ज्यादा करने से भी लॉस होता है। तो मैंने जैसे बताया कि 20 मिनट्स के लिए ही ऑयलिंग करना, फिर उसके बाद में वॉश कर देना और फिर नॉर्मल टेम्परेचर पानी यूज करना। और आप चेक कीजिए कि आपको कौन सा शैम्पू सूट कर रहा है या कौन सा नहीं कर रहा है। इफ इट इज अ पर्टिकुलर सेक्शन ऑफ हेयर लॉस दैट इज हैपनिंग, फिर वो उसको एलोपेशिया बोलते हैं, उसको आपको एक बार दिखाना पड़ेगा हमको पर्सनली, सो दैट हम चेक करके बता सके कि एग्जैक्टली हो क्या रहा है। या फिर आपके पास कोई ब्लड रिपोर्ट भी है तो आप वो भी सेंड कर सकते हैं साथ ही में। हेमोग्लोबिन एक बार चेक करवाना।
ओके ओके। बेसिकली तो कुछ सालों के अंदर ही ये हुआ। मुझे ऐसा रहा कि मैंने काफी सिटीज चेंज करी हैं इस दौरान में। मैं बेसिकली अजमेर राजस्थान से रहने वाला हूँ, तो जयपुर में गया, दिल्ली में चेंज किया, कोटा मैंने चेंज किया। तो ये नोटिस में मेरा आया कि दिल्ली जाने और जयपुर जाने के बीच में जो गैप था उस समय पे मैंने बहुत ज्यादा हेयर लॉस किया। तो ये वाटर चेंजेस की वजह से तो ऐसा इफेक्ट नहीं है?
हो सकता है, वाटर चेंजेस, वेदर चेंजेस, इन सब में ये होता है। और इट इज नॉट जस्ट वेदर या वाटर चेंज, वो फूड चेंज भी आ जाता है ना?
जी, अंडरस्टूड अंडरस्टूड।
हेलो, हाँ, तो इसीलिए आप ध्यान रखिए कि आप अपना नेटिव फूड खा रहे हो फर्स्ट थिंग, और फिर ये ऑयल वगैरह का जो मैंने बताया। और एक और चीज आप घर पे करना शुरू कर सकते हो, अगर आप कर सकते हो तो ये जिंजर लेकर, जिंजर को आप जो वो एलोपेशिया वाला एरिया है, जो छोटा सा पैच है, उस पर उसको एक कपड़े में बांधकर घिसना शुरू कीजिए। थोड़ा सा दर्द होगा, लेकिन उस पैच पर घिसना शुरू कीजिए। प्रेशर से घिसना है, कभी कभी ब्लड आ सकता है, बट इट इज ओके।
अच्छा, तो क्या ये ठीक रहेगा कि मैं इससे पहले कंप्लीटली बाल्ड हो जाऊं और बाल्ड होके फिर उसे रब करूं ताकि वो इजी भी होगा?
अब बाल्ड हो सकते हो तो सो दैट वी कैन गेट टू नो।
I think ये personal question हो गया. You can do a consultation directly with the doctor.
Sure. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Saurabh ji, you can unmute yourself and ask the question.
जय गुरुदेव मैडम, जय गुरुदेव सर। मैम मैंने ना एक क्वेश्चन पूछना था कि मुझे थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर दिस सेशन। The question I want to ask you is that मेरे lower back pain में मैडम करीब 5-6 महीने से काफी देर दर्द है, पर हो गया हूँ तो जो पेन है बोन वो
आपका वॉइस क्लियर नहीं है सौरभ जी, आप मैसेज डाल सकते हो क्या?
हाँ मैडम मैं मैसेज डालता
आपका वॉइस क्लियर नहीं आ रहा है।
हूँ। अच्छा मैडम मैं आपको मैसेज डालता हूँ।
30377
हेलो,
77
सौरभ जी आप मैसेज डाल दीजिए।
Madam suffering from lower back pain. Sir, first is come to yoga, other is then medication.
That is very true. Lower back
Yeah,
pain,
madam, I am.
do yoga
Am I clear,
because
madam?
what
Yeah, now I'm clear, madam.
you are?
Now you're clear.
Ma'am,
Yes, yes.
now my
Please
voice
ask.
is clear.
No.
Acha. Ma'am, now I'm clear.
Yes.
Madam,
What
I
do
want
you
to say
do,
that I am
Saurabh ji? And
madam, I am in a bank.
yeah, so your profession adds up to this thing a lot. If you're traveling a
Okay.
lot, if you're sitting for a longer time, this back pain comes up because you're not changing position, so you're straining one particular part, right? When you are in the
Yeah,
bank,
madam.
make sure you're moving your joints, at least legs, or walk a little bit. This is in general once you have taken care of your, I mean, you have to do yoga definitely in the morning so that your lower back starts strengthening. Then if even with that, if you're
Okay.
not able to, come down, then start with some more treatment. Yoga is like basic. You have to do it, right? There is no other go. Treatment is an option if yoga is not able to help alone, right? Then along with treatment, do the yoga. And post that, you have to do some lifestyle changes. In sense, when you're sitting, make sure your smaller joints are in action. Make sure you're moving at least a little bit. You're just not sitting from 9 to 5 and then sitting on the bike or in the car and traveling, right?
Okay, ma'am.
So this is some professional hazards that we call.
So for treatment, we can contact you directly.
Yes. Arvind Bhaiya will put the details in the group. You can contact.
जी. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
There is another question regarding weight gain.
About yeah. So if you want to gain weight, we'll have to first check, is it according to you that you want to gain weight or according to your BMI? So we'll just check that. I think these personal issues, it's better that we get on a personal call once, so that we get in little more detailed information. Like I've told you in the start, that Ayurveda is very, very tailor-made. It is for you in particular. I cannot generalize a lot of things, especially these issues. So if you can tell me in detail, I'll have to, I can understand better. I can understand your prakriti is like that, or is it happening because of a little imbalance in your doshas? So this we can understand in detail and let you know. Because if I give you a generalized statement, but that is not a general thing for your prakriti, then it is going to harm you, right? I think you can take a consultation and it will help you better. But you can start taking ghee, cow's ghee, to gain weight in a little more quantity.
We have shared the details of Dr. Urvija, her email ID and her number. You can consult all those people who want to consult personally. But there are a few more questions, Didi. Would you like to take? Not many are there now.
Yeah.
I have to ask about skipping rice and roti are okay or not. This is one more question again. Though you have answered, do you want to answer this again?
I'll again tell that it is an Indian staple food. You need to take your own food. You cannot get into very English kind of eating habits, because your body is made of the temperature, everything suits you better in your own desha, is what we say. So in your own area. If you go in little more detail in your own, like where the temperature changes in south to north, right? According to that, you'll have to have what is your staple food. Do not avoid it. But yes, quantity has to be, if you're looking for weight loss, if you're looking for carb reduction, you can have a lesser quantity and keep that quantity stable. So eat in a lesser quantity, but do not stop it at all.
Okay. Didi, one more question here. That for severe dry skin, dry hair, what to do?
Again, it is because your vata is increased or you are vata prakriti in general. But both ways, you can start abhyanga, that is oil massage. Oil massage on a daily basis overall body before you take bath, if you're exercising, before exercise, oil massage, and it will help your skin luster become very soft.
Okay, Urvija
Start
ji.
using til oil or coconut oil.
Good choice.
Okay, so one more question here is, there is a lot of heat in the body, and how can somebody not feel the heat or sweat in the hands and legs all the time?
What's the age? What's your age, if you're asking me this question?
So how it works for people who are 18 around, and how it is
Okay.
for 30 plus?
Yeah, so if it is a woman and if she's towards okay, Rajvi Bhupati, she's 20. Okay, so that means she is a Pitta Prakriti person. So if it is too much of heat, we can get one cleansing done for you, which reduces heat tremendously. That is, it's called Virechana. Okay, so we can do according to how much heat your body is, dealing with that. And the next thing is, eat something which is not fermented, that is like idli and dosa, vadas, not fried. Anything that is fried is going to increase heat in your body. Anything with excessive masala, excessive mirch, excessive salty is going to increase heat in your body. Okay, so
Yes.
these things that are going to increase excessive heat in your body are to be avoided. It will reduce the sweating as well, and add coolants to your regular diet. Like start taking kokum instead of imli in dal. Start taking lemon juice. Start
Okay.
curry. Now there is season, right? The raw mango. You can start having that.
So is intermittent fasting recommended, or should we skip breakfast?
Huh. Intermittent fasting, according to Ayurveda, you should have meal twice. So intermittent fasting, exactly the concept, we do not like it, but then breakfast and then give a gap of at least 4 or 5 hours and then have your dinner. That is towards 6 to 5, 6 o'clock, you can have your dinner if you're doing intermittent fasting. So I should understand, why are you doing intermittent fasting? Is it to lose weight?
Generally, that is how it is.
You need to,
Yes.
if it is to lose weight, then you should know that your body is used to having certain amount of food, so it suddenly starts feeling weak. So we'll have to taper down to that kind of lifestyle. It's not recommended. It is not recommended in general. You have to understand how it is going to work, because Once you start taking only food for twice and you start limiting your food also, you do not want to, go towards the weaker side. Your body will not reduce with that. It will start feeling weak. That's it. So the nutrient starts reducing. Now, understand that. Have breakfast. Have good amount of breakfast. If you want, have lighter dinner. Lighter lunch, and even very light dinner. You'll start feeling very less. I mean, you'll start feeling it's like intermittent fasting only. Limit your food. Like have one roti in dinner if you want. Have lot of sabzi.
Wow, that's a very, very innovative idea what you have suggested, that don't skip your meals, but have limited quantity of food so that, you also lose weight and you are energetic all through the day. Unlike intermittent fasting, you are just struggling and you're torturing your body and mind
Yeah.
by not having food.
I've seen a lot of my patients that once they start doing intermittent fasting, they're so fed up of it that towards the end of maybe 5 to 6 days or maybe 15 days in few, they eat so much fast food that it is going to balance all of these things, all of these days. Because they're fed up of following strict diet plan. Always plan a reachable goal. It should be reachable to you. It should not be very strict. Push over a little bit, but then it should be reachable. Like have little quantity. It is very reachable thing. I'll have plate your food in a good colorful way. That is, have beetroot, have greens, have other sabzi, and then have carbs if you're limiting for your weight loss and good digestion. Have roti or limited amount of rice. That way you'll feel full also. Your digestion will be also good. You will be able to digest it faster, and you'll be very happy with your weight loss as well.
Okay, I would
Add buttermilk. Sorry. Add buttermilk before your lunch. It will help you very well in both digestion and losing weight.
Great. So I would want to remind everybody that we have posted Dr. Urvija's details, her email ID, her appointment schedule on the chat box. You can take a screenshot, save it. If you are in one of our WhatsApp groups, you can ask in there and we will post it. We'll be happy to connect you with her. That is there. Didi, here I'll tell you what. Last week, all these participants were practicing Surya Namaskars, and we did 108 rounds on this Sunday, and maximum number of people achieved.
Wow.
They are so happy, so joyful, so gleeful. Now they have taken up another challenge, 120 days yoga challenge. Every single day, they are going to practice 120 days yoga.
Wow.
And they are also going to take up Surya Namaskars every single day. 24 rounds is minimum they are going to take up. And once in a week or once in a fortnight, they are going to do 108 rounds and up to International Day of Yoga celebrations. So here, one of the major concerns of people is...
That is great.
Yes. So the concern here is how should we balance our diet because of this yoga? This is intermediate to intense level yoga practice, and the summer is coming up. So is there anything which we need to be cautious about in general? Can you throw some light?
Yes. First, before I've told you before, also start oiling your body before you, practice yoga. It is going to help your joints ease up. Okay, your movement will be better. And because summers are here, summer is towards when your body is getting towards a little weaker side. Okay, till at least April, it will be towards the weaker side. So eat food on a very light note. Eat food which is cooked. Never eat anything raw. Okay, and fruits are to be taken only before 6, not post that. And keep your digestive system good to go. If you have not, if your motion is not clear, if your bowel is not getting clear, make sure your dinner is towards a very, very lighter note. You need to take care of your dinner properly because your metabolism is losing. Why am I telling you about this is when you're going to be very lethargic or very tired easily if your digestive system is slow, and which is a thing in summer. It happens in summer. That is, eat very light food. And in summers, it is also a thing that till your forehead starts sweating, you need to do the exercise, and post that you can just go slower, go a little slow, because you are the masters now in yoga. You can understand your body. Just make sure that today you're not doing 108 on a level like that. Just make sure you're mounting up very carefully. That's it. If it was winters, definitely yes, because your body is strong during those times.
Right. Thank you so much, Didi, for your precious time. I know it's really late tonight. You have spent your time with us. Valuable information we have all got. We have got a lot of deep insights. We are very happy. Dr. Urvija ji has been very gracious enough to, join us, clear our doubts and questions. I would like to thank each one of you also for joining our session tonight. So I would say we would give a viram to the session tonight here, and we'll join us tomorrow morning, the 6 a.m. yoga class. Anything last?
All right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Dr. Urvija ji. We can only pray and bless you, your health, and you reach out to many of us here. So I'll tell you here, there are participants across India, not only from India, there are people from outside of India who have joined us here. So this session has been really valuable.
Wow. I would also like to thank Bhaiya that he's spreading Ayurveda in these ways. And I'm really happy to, make sure that all of you are making an effort to understand Ayurveda and inculcate in your life. And all the best. And I'll also try to do these Surya Namaskaras to that level very soon.
Great.
All right. Jai Gurudev.
Thank you, Dr. Urvija ji.
Bye.
Jai Gurudev, everybody. We'll all see you tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock on the mat. I would inform you here that we are running a 120-day yoga challenge here for everybody. We have posted it on the groups already. The offer is still open because it is still first tonight. So if you are somebody who wants to go consistent with the yoga practice, a group, a community, a tribe really helps a long way for us to go. So, and it's a great team. We are getting doctors, we have people from different backgrounds who are sharing their experiences. We have a lot of guidance coming in, and the pace is really slow and amazing. So we'll all lose the weight, have a tight tummy. We'll all do it together. What do you say? Yeah. So if you're somebody who's a group person who gets motivated in a group, I would again invite you all to join us. More than 60% of the participants here tonight have already signed up. You don't miss out. Yeah. 120 days and 3+1 offer. It's a great thing. I feel personally it's a really great thing. I never got this chance before, but I think this is really going great guns. We are also going to open up YouTube access soon, so that you can gain more insights from the YouTube as well, from our channel, existing channel. Yeah. So thank you so much, everybody. If you have any questions, please feel free to get in touch with us, and we'll see you tomorrow morning 5:45 a.m. Jai Gurudev. And tomorrow 6 p.m. Jai Gurudev. Good night.